Why are you barking at people with a hamburger in your mouth? So you're thinking about getting a Dachshund. Here's a few things you should know before doing so. I was about 23 years old when I got my first Dachshund. As of right now, he's my only Dachshund, I think. Me and my girlfriend Sam, we rescued another dog. He's mainly Chihuahua. He looks like a weenie dog, but we're not quite sure he's a weenie dog. I'm gonna say I only own one Dachshund right now. I got my first Dachshund when I was 23 years old. I got him at 8 weeks old. I did get him from a breeder, so I got him fresh from a puppy. He was my first dog that I ever owned. First pet, technically, like real pet on my own, besides like hamsters, a hedgehog, and a guinea pig. My first real deal pet. And maybe I should have done some research before getting him. He's happy and healthy. I love him, and I will continue to get Dachshunds. But here's a few things you should probably know about them before you get them. This is stuff I wish I knew before I got him, so I was prepared for what was to come. First things first, it's cool to know the history. It's pronounced Dachshund. It's a German word. Dachshunds were, I don't want to say invented, but about 300 years ago in Germany. They were made to hunt badgers, so they are hunting dogs. And so I wouldn't say that they're aggressive anymore. They're more playful now in these terms in these times of days, but they were meant to hunt. So they are diggers. They are aggressive in the sense of protectiveness. And yeah, so much more to come. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Are you okay?
You bit the bag, you see? Look.
Number one, starting with the number one most important thing to know before getting a Dachshund. I promise you, like, there's a lot of important things, but for me, personally, number one most important thing to know is that you will need to purchase one thing before you get them, and that is stairs. Stairs will be your best friend. And these, simple, super high, probably cost about $30 on Chewy. $30. That's all it takes, guys. 30 bucks. $30 could change from you spending $10,000 to $15,000 on a surgery after your dog breaks their back. Dachshunds have the most sensitive bones and the most sensitive back ever, and it's rough because they love to jump, they love to be active, and they love to spring into action. Their back cannot take all of that. So this is a warning if you have maybe a bigger dog, or you kids especially. These dogs can't be ridden on, they can't be stepped on, they can't be thrown around, they can't be flipped upside down. Their backs are that fragile. When I was taking Taz to the vet, I wanted to get him neutered just because of, you know, cancer issues, testicular cancer and stuff like that. The vet told me, and this was something I took very seriously, he was like, why don't we wait until he's at least 1 year old? That way his bones are fully developed. That way you don't stunt him from growing. I waited 2 years before I got Taz neutered, make sure that he was strong. And again, let me tell you, my boy loves jumping, obsessed with jumping. He'll jump so high, and he can make it those levels, but the last thing I want is for him to miss one day, fall back, and snap his back. If you look up videos, it's bound to happen, even with the best owners in the world. There was a dog on TikTok, I forgot what his name was, but he used to carry a big stick around, and he was a Dachshund. The straining from carrying that stick, I believe, started hurting his back so much. He was a little bit older, he did pass away, but it was a very sad situation. Again, these dogs are so fragile, so if you don't think that you can handle putting stairs next to everything in your house, or you have a kid that might hurt the dog, maybe hold out on getting that dog. Tazzy boy, come on. Come on. He wants to get in so bad. I'm trying to show you what. Look, because he will try to jump. Stop that. That way, go. Good boy. Good boy, Tazzy. It took Taz a little bit to learn, but we ended up putting it like right outside our bed. So he knew that he couldn't get up on our bed unless he used the stairs, and that's when it really clicked. He actually helped our other dog learn how to use stairs. He really helped in pushing him to use the stairs as well. So he's a genius. Dog's a genius. It's dark and I'm in a completely different outfit, I think. But I wanted to add this in to the video. All the clips that I shot of me walking Taz outside and like showing you everything he was doing were like random clips that I just like took him outside real quick, so he only had a collar on. I don't walk Taz in only a collar. That's also along the side of his back being hurt. If he is about to run towards a car and I have to yank him, if he's only wearing the collar, I'll be pulling him from his neck and his back will bend. So anytime Taz is on a walk, he wears the harness. That way I'm pulling fully from the back if I have to grab him quickly. So harnesses, no collars. He wears a collar inside the house when he's not doing anything, but always wearing a harness when he goes out. So is my other dog. This is important. Right? Say, my back matters. My back matters. Good boy. Rocky's our Chiweenie that went paralyzed. Our sweet boy. He's good now. But yeah, his back legs were not working for like a good 2 weeks. 3 weeks. We got very lucky. Right, Rocky? Say, my back matters too. 2. Dachshunds are loud. They are extremely loud. I didn't think anything of it. Again, when I first got the dog, I found out that they were like very family friendly, very good dogs, very personal dogs, very cuddly dogs, and that was exactly what I wanted. I didn't realize that they were so loud. I actually took Taz to a pet store one time, and they turned around the corner and they said, "You have a weenie dog?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "He's very quiet. Those dogs are not normally that quiet." I was like, guess I just got lucky. I didn't get lucky. Taz barks at nearly everything. If something passes by a window, if somebody comes near me in a parking lot, if anybody walks by, if a leaf blows, it doesn't matter. I walk outside the door to walk Taz and he barks 3 times at nothing. When he was a puppy, we did a lot of crate training. It took a long time. Taz is 3 years old now. It took him probably about until 2.5 years old for me to officially get him to the point where he didn't cry in his crate the whole time I was gone. They tend to have a lot of separation anxiety, which I'll talk on that in a little bit, but the whining never stopped. I mean, when he was a puppy and he was in the cage, he whined all the time. I wanted to put him in the bed. I did put him in the bed, but he had a lot of accidents in the bed because, again, we'll get to that as well. They're hard to potty train. So it took us a while. The whining eventually did stop, but again, me leaving the house, I lived in apartments. When he was loud, it affected everybody in the neighborhood. So I really had to get to work. I used to have a camera pointing at him. I didn't want to do shock collars. I did get to a point where I did put a collar on him that vibrated. That worked out a little bit because he knew that it was going to vibrate. So he stopped barking and my camera was on him, so I could tell that he was being quiet for majority of the day. But he is very loud. So if you are in an apartment complex and there's not a lot of dogs around and it's a very quiet apartment complex, I would say that a Dachshund maybe isn't the right dog for you at the moment. Maybe when you have a house, maybe when you're away from a lot of people, or you don't have neighbors that are gonna drive you crazy, or you already have neighbors that drive you crazy with their dog, then you should get a Dachshund. Hey, Taz. Hey, Tazzy. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. 3. Separation anxiety. Taz has extreme separation anxiety. It was worse, obviously, when I went to work, when I would walk out the door, if I was in a different room. Most dogs obviously run to the bathroom with their owner, clearly, because they want to be around them 24/7 and they're protective. But Taz literally would whine if he wasn't allowed in the bathroom with me at that time. Taz, he does have separation anxiety. Like I said, I've gone to the vet, I've talked to him about it. There's different things that you could put him on. I tend to put Taz on CBD. It works for car rides and stuff like that. I'll show you the CBD that I use. It works for car rides. I give him half of it. He calms down. He's not shaking and jittery anymore, which works out a lot. And normally he doesn't bark all day. His separation anxiety is a big reason why me and my girlfriend got another dog. I know it sounds crazy. I got a dog for my dog. It's worked. Obviously he still barks if he hears something walk by the door, but he doesn't whine and cry all day because he does have the comfort of somebody else being there. This is coming from somebody who, I used to have to play music for Taz. I used to have to leave the TV playing all day for Taz. Electricity bill runs wild when you have a dog that needs to watch TV all day because they're sad that you're gone. Me and my mom used to joke I could leave Taz alone for 24 hours at her house, and by the time I came back he'd cry and wiggle and jump into my arms like I was gone for 2 weeks. Obviously he's gotten a little bit better, but they do tend to have extreme separation anxiety. Everybody that I've talked to that has a wiener dog, separation anxiety. It's very common. Understand that maybe if you work from home, they're a really good dog to have. If you don't work from home, again, try to come up with ways that work for you. CBD pills did work for me, and also having a companion for him also worked. Potty training. Oh man, it took years. Again, Taz is almost 4 this year in April. I think I can comfortably say now that he's gotten to a point where he is fully potty trained. And by fully potty trained, I mean constantly going to the door when he does have to pee, not having accidents on the carpet or floor anymore, and not having to wear a diaper. Yes, that's right, I said diaper. Taz was in a diaper for about 2 years of his life because he would just mark everything. That is obviously part me. I got him at 8 weeks old. I didn't know how to train a puppy. I am not a trainer by any means. So anything that I say, I'm gonna link below videos of people who are actually training their dogs, crate training, potty training. It was a lot. I had never had a puppy before. I got him at 8 weeks, so he was fresh. He didn't know how to do anything on his own. Sorry about the wind. He didn't know how to do anything on his own. So it took me a long time to get him to the point where he wasn't having those accidents anymore. Punishing him with a crate is not good when you're trying to crate train them, because you want the crate to be a comfort place, not a punishment place. So I couldn't really like throw him in his cage and go, bad boy, bad boy. He just kept having accidents. They're marking dogs. He loved marking everything that he came near. So I did get disposable diapers. I'll put the link down for the Amazon link. It helped a lot. I was able to keep him in my bed without worrying about any accidents. I did start with the paper diapers from like Walmart. Didn't work. He would, as soon as he'd pee in the diaper, he would start chewing through that diaper, and it would just be everywhere all over my apartment. So I stopped that, and I got the reusable ones from Amazon, which are really nice. They're Velcro. They fit him good around his waist, and I was able to toss them in the washer and dryer, and then he could wear them the next day or the next hour. So that did work for me. That's my tip when it comes to potty training. Again, I'll link videos down below of other professionals actually helping train, because I wish I knew how to properly train him before I got him, because it really sucked having to go through that process, and I couldn't be mad at him because he didn't know any better. So, and I'm gonna show you a clip, but they don't like water that much. I mean, Taz won't even walk in the rain. So if you also live in an area that it rains and snows a lot, maybe take that into consideration before you get the dog, because he refuses to walk out when it's raining. Yeah, I'll show you a clip right now. All right, we'll go back. Here. I'll show you. They're the coolest dog in the world. I can tap anywhere on the dirt and Taz will start digging. I'm gonna show you a quick video real quick, but these are his holes. So we live in an apartment complex, so if you live at a home, like at a house, if you live in a house and you don't want your backyard being destroyed, maybe this is not the dog for you, because they will dig up holes everywhere. But they'll have fun doing it, and they're super cute doing it, so why not? Tazzy, come here. Taz, come here. What's this? What's in there? Get it. Get it, get it. I missed it.
What's right here? Okay, don't take up the sprinkler. Come on. What's here?
They are the best dogs in the world. If I could continue to get a dog, it would be them. I don't know what number I'm on, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last thing. Apparently they live forever. If you want a companion that's gonna be with you for a long time of love and giggles and compassion, these dogs are the ones for you. Dachshunds are rated right now to live about 12 to 18 years. 18 years is a long time for a dog. To have a dog, 18 years, that's you giving birth to a child and raising them and them going off to college. It doesn't get any better than that. Again, he's the best dog in the world. He's the first dog I ever had. I will probably continue to get this breed. My girlfriend fell in love with him. Everyone falls in love with him. He's just the cutest little guy in the world. His personality is insane. I can't get him any fluffy toys because he just rips it to shreds. He's just so funny and he's so cute and he has such a personality. And lastly, they're just the best cuddlers in the world. He's just so funny. He'll be right in my arms. He sleeps right next to my girlfriend. He sleeps right in between us, whether he's upside down like this or crunched over to the side. He's just the best cuddler in the whole wide world. Is the most amazing dog that you could ever possibly have. I love my Tazzy. He's my sweet boy. I don't know what I would do without him. I could cry right now, and he's only 3 years old. And I'm like, I don't want to lose him. If everything in this video sounds like something that you can handle, get a weenie dog. You know you want to. Just get one. Love them with all of your heart. Give them everything you can possibly give them in the hopefully 12 to 18 years that you have them. Because they're just the best, dude. They're the best dog in the whole wide world. You know, they say all dogs are loyal. All dogs are your best friend. And I truly feel it with Taz. Taz has helped me through some of the toughest times in my life. And he's my ride or die. He's my ride or die. I love you, Tazzy. This is my Tazzy boy. 3 years young. He's so precious. Look at those crimped ears. He's got the perfect physique. Definitely top 10 stinkiest breaths in the world, but he's worth it. Also, there's like weenie derbies all year round that you can find in different cities. There's like weenie meetups where everybody who has a dachshund just hangs out together, and it's the best time ever. We took him to one over here at Fun Spot in Orlando where they held competitions and wiener races. He won a competition. He had to eat 10 pieces of hot dog out of a bowl of water, and he won. He killed everyone. by like a minute and a half. He's the best. Right, Taj? You're the best dog in the whole wide world. Alright, we love you guys. Hope you get a weenie dog. Tell me what your wiener dog's name is if you already have a wiener dog. And yeah, go have fun. Say bye, Dazzy. Bye, Dazzy.